Hello students, I'm quite sure that you might be busy in your exam preparation, right? And in business studies, you might be facing some problems in case studies. But don't worry, TG Campus is here to help you. And we are going to provide you the case studies preparations for all the chapters. Now, before going to the case studies, first I am going to tell you some tips to solve the case studies, okay? So the first tip to solve the case study is you need to be thorough with your concepts. All the chapter concepts should be clear. And if your chapter concepts are clear, then the second tip is your answers will be in your case study itself. Okay, you don't have to provide any other answers. Your answers will be provided in the case study itself. You have to just find out those answers. If your concepts are clear, then you can find those answers. Okay, the third tip is don't exaggerate your answer. Write in simple terms, in simple line, and it should be short and sweet. So if you follow these three tips, you are ready to go to crack the case studies. Okay, so let us see some case studies from the chapter 1, that is nature and significance of management. And when it comes to nature and significance of management, what types of concepts you have to keep in mind? So the first thing is levels of management. In the exam they ask more questions on levels of management. Okay, so levels of management and management importance, what is the importance of management, are the two concepts you have to be thorough with. Okay, so let us see the case studies here. So Ashutosh Goenka was working in Axe Ltd, a company manufacturing air purifiers. He found that the profit has started declining from the last 6 months. So this point is a little bit important. Okay, see, he found that the profits has started declining from the last 6 months. Now, as I said, when it comes to nature and significance of management, two concepts are necessary. One is the levels of management, and another is the importance of management, right? Now, so the second line says that profit has an implication for the survival of the firm. So he analyzed the business environment. He's analyzing. Who analyzed the business environment? The top level management, right? To find out the reasons for this decline. Now he's analyzing the business environment, at the same time he found that profit has been declined. So here the problem is also given, the result is also given. Okay, now let us see what questions are being asked on this case studies. So the case study question first is identify the level of management at which Ashutosh Goenka was working. So here we can say easily, it is a very easy question, that Ashutosh Goenka is working on top level management because he is analyzing the business, right? Top level management. So Ashutosh Goenka is working on the top level management because he is analyzing the business. He is finding the results after the analyzing, right? Then let us see the second question, what it states. So state three other functions being performed by Ashutosh Goenka. So we have to also provide the functions by Ashutosh Goenka. So Ashutosh Goenka is on the top level of management. So what type of functions does top level of management provides? Now, first of all, what is the top level of management? Top level of management consists of owners, stakeholders, shareholders, managing directors, right? And the middle level, then the middle level is there. The middle level consists of managers, yes or no, and the supervisors, whereas the lower level consists of the employees and workers. So now, as he is working on the top level, what can be his functions? So his functions can be making plans, right, and policies, then instructing managers, right, instructing managers for implementation of plans and policies, whereas another function we can write here is the main function which every top level management do is the vision and mission of the company. They decide the vision and they decide the mission of the company. Now, what is a vision and what is a mission? So vision is the long-term goal of the company. For example, if the company says that we want to become the world famous company, we want to become number one in the world, so that is our vision. What will be our mission then? The small steps which we will take to acquire that vision, right? So that is what we call it as mission. So stating, or we can say deciding about vision and mission of the company. So these are some three functions which can be performed by Ashutosh Goenka. Now let us see the answers. I have just given in the summary form. Let us see the detailed answer here. Now the detailed answer says that, see, Ashutosh Goenka was working on top level of management. Then the three function is formulating or deciding policies and framing strategies. Yeah, they also frame strategies. They frame guidelines, rules and regulations for the company, for the good working of the company, right? At the same time, they do coordinating and organizing as well. They coordinate with the managers. As I said, they instruct the managers to implement the work, implement the plans. At the same time, they organize the resource to do it, right? And then the last point is setting up common major objectives. Common major objectives means what? The vision. And the goals is the mission, right? So that is what we called as objectives and goals. They also decide objectives and goals for the welfare of the company. So this is how you are going to solve the case studies, and this case study was for 3 marks, and it will be, if it will be asked in exam, they will ask this for 3 marks. So whenever they are asking for 3 marks, you have to write only this much. Okay, don't exaggerate your answer. So you have to just write in simple and sweet. Okay, so that's it for chapter 1 case studies.